Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy, man. For today's video, we got Anthony Davis has not shot a bitch-ass basketball since April 5th, man. That is over 2 months ago. And I will... Now, we're going to check this out. This is my first take right here. So, hearing some guys like JJ Redick talk about it and everything might get some good context to it. I could see, after maybe a disappointing season, getting your mind away a little mentally from basketball. But I'm sorry, Anthony Davis. I know you had some injury issues, and there was obviously roster issues and everything. But your performance last year was trash. And I'm sorry, you don't get to be the guy that says, I need this break and everything like that, man. Because you had a break last season. You underachieved, okay? This ain't a situation, I don't know, man, where Jimmy Butler got knocked out or something to the Celtics. And I don't know, man. Let's check this. I need context. Let's get it.
Since April
what y'all think?
5th. JJ and Amari Stoudemire here with us. And JJ, I want to start with you. Is this
Okay, Amari's
a big
there too?
deal or no big deal that he hasn't taken a shot since April 5th?
Here we go.
This is not a big deal at all. Every
Okay.
professional athlete has an off-season routine. Amari, let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
Objectively, I'm probably somewhere in the top 10 or 15 greatest shooters of all time.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
Yes, I give you that.
Okay. All right. Thank you both. I appreciate it. But my point to that is I didn't take a shot in any offseason until after July 4th. It didn't matter if we lost in the first round, conference finals, whatever. I took time to get my body right. I spent all of May, all of June.
Yeah, that's cool and everything. I totally get that side of things. But, I don't know. I feel with Anthony Davis, what he lacks sometimes is that leadership role. And I'm not saying every superstar needs to be a leadership, a leader, man. Kyrie Irving obviously proved that he's not really not much of a leader. That's just not the role for some people out there. Some dudes like to just go out there and focus on basketball. When you're asked to be that leader role, you got to deal with press and, the extra things, especially being in the Hollywood Lakers spotlight. But I don't know, man. I just think that performance on the season, man. You would think the dude be in the gym 24/7, but
Weight room, doing mobility, doing Pilates, doing conditioning. I got my body right. And then once July 4th weekend happened, I was in there 6 days a week shooting. I take Saturdays off. I know a lot of guys across the NBA that follow a similar routine. Steph Curry's the greatest shooter of all time. And a few years ago, they ran an article about Brandon Payne, his trainer, and Steph and the work they do in the offseason, and they provided his schedule in the offseason.
dudes at the damn finals every 2 seconds.
Breaks in between shooting. Steph would only do work in 4-day segments at a time, and he would always take some time off after the season to get his body right. This is completely...
I think that's fine. I think it's okay to take some time off, but to not, it's April 5th? April 5th, man. Damn.
Normal. And Anthony Davis talked about his offseason schedule in response to the backlash against this. The guy has been working on his body. And if we're talking about Anthony Davis and what he needs to work on,
that is important.
It's making sure he's available to play. This is not a big deal at all. This is completely normal, Stephen A.
But listen, can I deviate from this subject just for a second before I address your point? Because I got a lot of issues with some of the points that you mentioned. But I have to ask a question, Mr. Top Gun, because you're a good-looking dude. I got to give credit where credit is due. Does the Pilates work? I'm just curious. I've never tried it. Does it work?
I started doing Pilates when I was a senior at Duke, and even to this day, I don't work out anymore. I still do my Pilates once a week. It is the best workout.
On a reformer?
I do reformer mat. Yeah, I do classical Pilates. There's different
Does it
schools.
work
Y'all
on
want
the
to do some
floor?
Pilates,
Does it work
man?
on the
It works on the
Y'all
court.
want a fitness
I
channel?
had back problems early in my career, and it has kept me right.
Instead of crispy
for the
flakes,
last
would be grilled flakes.
16 years since I started doing it.
All right.
Highly recommend, Stephen A.
That's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to try it. I appreciate the advice. Now let me get on you for that ridiculous take that you just spewed to the American
Here we go.
Okay? How dare you show up on national TV and spew the nonsense that you just spewed?
I can see the look in JJ Redick's eye. This man is not going to want to be Stephen A. Smith's punching bag for too long, man. I can see JJ Redick leaving first take very quickly right here, man. Because, I went in this video, ready to, rage about Anthony Davis. And I still have my thoughts and opinions. But, I heard JJ Redick, do his take. And, like, I'm like, okay, like, I still, like, see points of it. But, like, it feels like Steven's about to shoot down everything this man just said.
Dude, I will remind everybody, we are talking to a guy by the name of J.J. Redick. We just listened to one of the most ridiculous takes he will ever give on national television.
Damn, man.
Amari Stoudemire. J.J. Redick is a career for J.J. Redick, Mr. Top Gun himself, okay, is a career 41.5% shooter from three-point range.
Yep.
In other words, you could afford to wait until the summer to shoot. Anthony Davis is fresh off of shooting 18% from three-point range.
True.
18%. The season before that, it was 26%. What the hell are you talking about? It's no big deal. It's no big deal when it's you, because like you said, you could shoot. So you could take time off.
But how do you think? But how do you think I got to become a 41.4% three-point shooter?
Work on your body.
How do you think I got there, Stephen A? It wasn't by shooting in April and May.
Time out. I don't have to think about it. I'm watching a career with J.J.
Yo, Stephen A.
Redick
Smith can
that
kind of cringe, man. I ain't gonna lie,
every
man.
single year in the high 30s to the 40% shooting. Every single damn year of your career. This dude shot 18% from three-point range. And you're going to tell me that after you missed the playoffs, you missed the play-in with
I get that part. I get this part so much because, like, that's literally what I was saying, too. But, like, J.J. Redick has brought up some great points. Like, I'm sorry. Like, oh, man. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm definitely leaning towards the side of just, like, as long as this dude's, like, on the court soon, that's good and everything like that. But we got to see what he brings back next season.
LeBron James is your teammate, and you're not working on your shooting. You should be shooting every day. You should be shooting when you're laying down with your kid, playing around. You should be shooting Nerf basketballs. You should be shooting in garbage cans. You should be shooting that. You should go to the restaurant and throw the damn receipt into the garbage. I don't give a damn what it is. He got to shoot something.
Maybe you would have shot even better.
Hold on, Molly. Hold on, Molly. Hold on, Molly.
All right, let Mari talk.
Anthony
I should be a moderator.
Davis, when healthy, is
fantastic.
a top 7 player on the planet. I want him to know that's how I think about him. Anthony Davis is big time when healthy.
AD when healthy 2-3 years ago, top 7. I think it's time to admit that AD ain't the player he once was. He's not, and a lot of that is because of his body. And I think it's also okay to admit, too, that there's a lot of great players that have surpassed him as AD has tried to get, return to form over the past few seasons. So that's where I'm at with it.
But there is no getting around how glaringly absent his perimeter shooting was this past season and the season before that. It's something that happened to it. And the bottom line is for you to sit up there and act like it's no big deal. No, you are wrong. Amari, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I understand what you guys are saying, right? Both of you guys are making really good points.
Yeah, both got points.
I think what Jay is saying is that for Anthony Davis, what we need him to do is get healthy, right? So you want to take at least a month and a half to get your body in order, get yourself in shape, and then get prepared for your training. Every summer you train, you elevate your training depending on your progress within your training regimen, right? So you start out with agility, you start out with corrective exercises, you build up to explosiveness. So it's a strategic planning for training in the summertime.
I go straight for the damn 100-pound dumbbells and break my damn
Davis
back.
J.J. Redick, right?
That I'm done for the 3 months.
All-time great three-point shooters. Anthony Davis may not be that, but he is a very versatile player, so which requires you to train more on the basketball.
I mean, let's call it like it is. What Stephen A. basically is saying here is that J.J. Redick should not skip, April, May, June working out because he got to work on his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, J.J. Redick probably could have worked on his defense during those times, but, like, that wasn't, like, his bread and butter. Just, like, three-point shooting ain't really AD's bread and butter either. It's, like, there's still other things he's really dominant at that's not going to change whether he practices early or not. But I will say there is, AD being able to knock down a three-point shot is a bit more important than, J.J. Redick being able to chase a guy off the screen a little bit better. So, I mean, I do get both sides of it. Don't get me wrong here. But it might be a little bit too early to really do heavy judgment.
Basketball court than normal. Why? Because your ball handling skills got to be developed. Your post game got to be developed. Your mid-range game got to be developed. Your elbow, your space on the court got to be developed, and your three-point shot. In order to get all that work in, you have to start a little bit earlier. Now, for me, I always took maybe, 3 weeks off.
3 weeks
from like basketball.
That's how you were
Just to give my
go,
legs a
Amari.
chance to recuperate and get myself ready.
Back on the
But
Suns.
2 months, 2.5 months is a little bit stretch for someone who needs to work on his game and try to get to a championship caliber space. So I don't think it's a big deal, but I do think Anthony Davis should start first of all, make sure his body's healthy. So,
all right, yeah, then work on skill and everything. Okay, I will say I like Amari's take right there. I think it's that's kind of how I'm feeling now. Like, went into it, he like Stephen A. After hearing JJ Redick's side, like it's getting a little bit to that point where it's like, all right, like, maybe get your bitch ass in the gym, for that 3-point shot, man. But yeah, that's all we got for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.